Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on last season's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's past the marker and still going. And that will pick up a first down. He's spotted at 38.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's Williams. He escapes the pocket. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
The Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. It's a shotgun run call. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back to throw. It's Williams. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Texas, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
First play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Reed. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. To the air, it's Reed. Running out of time in the pocket. And that one's picked off. What a play. He can go. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Touchdown, Texas. This offense is still clicking.
Well, there you go. That's the advantage of having a mobile quarterback on full display right here. He breaks away from the pocket, uses his speed to threaten the defense, and then eyes his target and delivers a strike for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Good throw complete to the tight end. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. A pre-snap motion from the offense. To the air, it's Reed. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
It's second and goal now, back from the 14-yard line. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that first and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on third down.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The pass rush closing in, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? The receiver grabs it. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get the...
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Tigers. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Williams. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man. It's Washington. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were not going to catch him that time. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out in practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Try to pick up the third and short through the air. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Texas. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. And they tackle him at the 8. So the offense starts backed up on this possession. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. Tackle naked. He gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Looking deep downfield with the left. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Williams. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. The stop made at the 5. The offense has a first and goal now. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half, and they punch it in and build the lead before the break. Quarterback still with the football. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Longhorns. And 6 more points to the total.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Parker. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were reeling in the first half. It's a massive deficit to try to make up as we start the third quarter.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. They'll feed the back again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Now it's 2nd down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
Dropping back. It's Reed. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. First down, looking for more now. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here for this offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So the misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle. The shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. The offense looking for points here to begin the 4th quarter. Here's a field goal attempt. He got it. The field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Texas.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. 2nd and inches opens up the playbook. Will they take a shot here from their own territory? Fights through a tackle. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Back to pass. It's Reed. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And looking to throw now on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Here's another interception. Losing track.
Well, that interception really about costing the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Working clock with the ground game. They stopped him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Same tailback, another carry. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Looking downfield, it's Williams. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He's got room to run. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. Way too much speed in that play.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Wants to throw it. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Dropping back. It's Williams. Looking for the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Scanning the field, it's Williams. And he grabs it for the two-point try to build this lead even more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
Bringing it out. It's Parker. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
LSU offense will take over first and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13.
Let's go.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a late deep throw. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's another deep shot. Oh, he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lets it rip. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. That pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris.